So we take Rubin Amorim, who's the new manager of Man United Football Club, right? So for the men's team, they've got this new manager, and it's called Rubin Amorim, a Portuguese man. And they brought him in a few months ago to help a team that are struggling. They've had a lot of money spent on them. They're not doing very well. He didn't bring him in necessarily for his visionary ability. They had a vision of what they wanted, which is pretty much an improvement. They brought him in because he had a clear concept. That's the second skill. You've got to have a very clear concept and methodology. In other words, a how, a way of doing it. It's one thing to say, this is where we're going to go. But then you've got people who are rightly going to say, well, how are we actually going to do that? You've got to have that clear methodology. So Ruben has a very particular formation, like I think it's like 3-4-3-2, something like that. And that's his formation. And if you play with him, this is the way you're going to play. It's not changing every game. People don't know. No, this is what we're going to do. Right. And he's struggling with it because these people are not used to it. But the concept is very clear. So this is a picture with a lady called Erin, and I did a training session on motivation. So again, I didn't just want to be visionary. I wanted it to be very clear. And there were 5 types of motivation, 5 steps, and that's her little diagram she drew. And she's got her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's happy. So once you paint the visionary ability with people, and this is where we're going, yeah, we want to all be on board. We're going on this journey together. Have to then say, well, this is how we're going to do it. So, for example, with this training session, I said we're going to have 5 essential elements, 3 skills, and some scenarios. And that's going to help you either be a new leader or provide for new leaders. Very simple, right? Got to have a clear concept. So, clear concept, clear methodology. You've got to study. You've got to know your stuff. You've got to do networking. You've got to go on webinars. You've got to talk to people. You've got to be diligent. You've got to be humble. You've got to know 10 times the level that you're passing on to other people, because then you've got depth to your concept, yeah. And it's not just like you know a little bit more than the people, but if they ask you a difficult question, I don't really know the answer to that. Can't be doing that. So you got to be diligent, you got to keep studying, you got to be very clear and refine your concept. This is where we're going, this is how. Yeah, the how is the one that all the time people fall down on, and you get charismatic leaders, visionaries, who can't give you a clear how. So people get confused. Don't let them be confused. Okay.